financial cliff, though, is looming for workers laid off during the coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah, the extra $600 a week from federal unemployment benefits, that is set to expire next week. Paul Murphy is reporting work on possibly extending the benefit, and the next round of coronavirus relief, it all remains stuck in legislative limbo on Capitol Hill.
Nearly 400,000 laid-off Louisiana workers are in danger of losing their $600 weekly federal unemployment compensation. Wednesday, a caravan of hospitality employees circled the federal building in downtown New Orleans, demanding Congress extend the payments. Those payments are now set to expire July 31st.
It's going to be an economic disaster for a lot of people. This city is made up of hospitality workers.
Workers like Reginald Tolliver, an employee at the New Orleans Hilton for more than 20 years.
We are working people. We're not actually give us nothing. We're asking for a hand up, not a handout.
Celie Reynolds also needs the money.
It is helping me save my family from being out on the street because without the extra $600 a week, we can't survive.
Congress approved the benefit as part of the CARES Act coronavirus relief package in March. Louisiana has one of the lowest average weekly unemployment benefits in the country, second only to Mississippi. After the extra $600 in weekly aid runs out, the typical worker's check will plunge from about $819 to $219 per week.
Let's not take away the money until we can do something about this virus and we can get our business open.
The $600 payment is expected to be whittled down in the next relief package. Some lawmakers want to prevent workers from receiving more on unemployment than they did while working. As negotiations continue on Capitol Hill, GNO Inc. President Michael Hecht doesn't think Congress will make workers go cold turkey.
But I don't think it's good for anybody in either party if we just have the program expire without some type of bridge to the next phase of the program.
Congressional leaders do not expect to reach an agreement on relief funding before the federal unemployment benefit runs out next week. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.